Good evening. We just finished story time in the Hudson household. Room on the Broom, absolute blinder of a story. And The Owl and the Pussycat, which we have every single night. And I've had it for the last 9 years. But I want to tell you a story tonight. A story about an amazing lady, my grandmother, Audrey Lawson Johnson. She died in 2011, the ripe old age of 95. But she was born in 1915 in the States. She was born Audrey Warren Pearl. She was the fourth of 6 siblings. And at the age of 3 months, her father was called to the American Embassy in London from the States. So we got the family on board the RMS Lusitania. At the time, it was one of the largest ships they'd ever built. And they set sail to come over to London. At 2:15 on the 7th of May 1915, there was a massive explosion on board. And it turns out that the boat, the ship, had been torpedoed. And that afternoon, 1,200 people lost their lives off the coast of Kinsale. 1,200. She lost 2 of her siblings. She was extremely fortunate to be looked after that afternoon by a lady called Alice Lines. Alice was desperate to get to safety. She jumped off the side of the boat, narrowly missing a lifeboat, and she fell into the water with my grandmother in her arms, as a babe in arms. Luckily, she had very, very long hair, and she was pulled out and she was put into the lifeboat, and her life was saved. Fast forward through 95 years of her life, my grandmother felt indebted to those people that put their own lives in danger to save other people. She raised money for the RNLI throughout her life. She raised enough money for an inshore lifeboat to be named after her own mother. And then following her death, we raised enough money as a family to launch another inshore lifeboat in her memory, and it was named Audrey Lawson Johnson. For many years, that inshore lifeboat has been based in New Quay in Wales and been saving hundreds of lives. And people that are out on the water and find themselves in danger. On the 10th of September this year, that inshore lifeboat will be retired. The Audrey LJ will be retired from service. In order to celebrate that and cherish that memory, I have stupidly agreed to do 195 miles on a bicycle. The last time I got on a bicycle, I had a very, very sore bottom. 19 other people, starting on the Friday, running up to the 10th of September, will cycle 195 miles, visiting 10 lifeboat stations around the coast of Wales to celebrate this massive, massive event for us as a family. Now, I have to admit that I am going to be doing it assisted with a battery on a bike. I have not found time in my schedule to be able to train for this. So I will be there huffing and puffing, but doing this to raise money and as a bit of a challenge for this amazing charity that I think doesn't get enough recognition for what it does, for all those lives that the RNLI save every single year. So along with 19 other people, I will be cycling around Wales, visiting these lifeboat stations. And what I'd ask is that if you have any spare cash, you don't do it for me, because yeah, I'll be sitting there, but yeah, there might be a battery helping me around the course. You do it for these people that put blood, sweat and a bit of chafing and a lot of tears into training for this amazing event. So I really would appreciate it if you've got any spare cash. Don't do it for me, do it for the RNLI, this amazing charity that does so much Thank you so much.